Chapter 9, India Social Life, Part 3. 3. Social life of the people of southern India. The people of southern India are benefited by the long sea coast. They are short and sturdy in build. If we see the geographical area of the southern India, then we would see that there is a long sea coast, and the people who are here, who stays here, who are born, brought up and bred over here, they are short and sturdy in build. Rice is their staple diet, with fish being an integral component of coastal southern India. Now children, we have to understand the people who stay into a particular area, their food habit depends upon the crop, the natural food that they can have from there. Since southern India is having a longer sea coast, the staple food of fish became the important component of their food. They prefer to eat on a banana leaves on all important occasions. Idli, dosa, sambar, vada are some of the famous food items. South Indian cuisine is very well known and popular. So now the food which is been made out of rice becomes their important food, like idli, dosa, sambar, vada. One must understand that they have a long sea coast, so they have a lot of water to grow rice, and when we grow rice we need lot more water compared to other crops. Okay, so their important and staple food is based on the rice. The southern Indian women traditionally wear the sari and adorn their head with a sweet smelling garlands of flowers. So usually southern Indian women, they wear saris. Most of them they wear cotton saris. South Indian saris have a longer, broader borders. They are mostly into light colors. White color golden border sari is the important sari of these women. You will always see that they wear a gajra garland in their hair. Men wear either a white dhoti or a colorful lungi. The fishermen wear clothes to suit their occupation. See, over here a woman is wearing a sari with a golden border on it, and a man is also wearing a dhoti with a golden border. The houses are made of brick, wood, bamboo stones and mud. They have sloping roof as it's rain heavily in these areas. People residing near the coastal area lives in hut. The bamboo furniture used in these houses are beautifully made. Houseboats are seen in the backwaters of Kerala. You would have understood and learned this, that the houses that are there in the southern India, they are made of brick, bamboo and mud, and they have a sloping roof. Why they are having a sloping roof? Because they face lot of heavy rainfall. Okay, it is always said that the monsoon first hit in Kerala, southern India. Okay, so the people residing near the coastal area, they live in the hut, and bamboo furniture is used a lot in their houses. You would always see that their houses would have built from all four sides, and in between there would be an open to sky area. That would be a common area in center of the house, which would be open towards the sky. So this is a traditional way of living. And backwater people also stay in boat houses in the backwaters of Kerala. See, this is slanting roof, not house, sorry, slanting roof. And over here also in Pakka houses also they have more of a slanting roof. Different languages are spoken in southern India. English and the regional languages like Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada are widely spoken. Famous for their passion for religion, tradition, custom and culture, people living in southern India follow a very ritualistic lifestyle. Therefore, festivals of southern India make them popular all over the globe. Onam, Pongal, boat race, Dashera and Diwali are celebrated with great enthusiasm. Mohiniyattam and Kathakali of Kerala, Bharatnatyam of Tamil Nadu and Kuchipudi of Andhra Pradesh are very famous dances of southern India. So over there says that there are different languages that are spoken in southern India, that is Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada. These are the various dialects of the southern Indian languages, and English is English is also spoken over here. People living in southern India, it has been a notion that they would not know Hindi but they would know English. Okay, so with communicating with them, if we are not knowing that any of the regional language, then English can be used as a medium to communicate with them. Now these people are very ritualistic and religious people, and they celebrate their festival with a great awe. And Pongal, boat race, Dashera, Diwali are celebrated with a great enthusiasm, and they are very particular about the rituals that need to be followed while celebrating a particular festival or while celebrating a particular ceremonies. Okay. Now Mohiniyattam, Kathakali of Kerala, Bharatnatyam of Tamil Nadu and Kuchipudi of Andhra Pradesh are very famous dance forms of southern India. Over here we can see the picture, the way the boat race is taking place. Now Bharatnatyam, Kathakali and Kuchipudi postures are also being given to make us understand. Farming and fishing are the major occupation of people there. Paddy is the main crop of the region. People seek their livelihood through industries in urban areas too. Southern Indian culture with its visible difference in customs and tradition form an important part of the Indian culture. Though the main occupation of the people living in the southern India is farming and fishing, okay, but if we go to the urban areas, the people are also engaged in livelihood through earning through industries, and their customs, religion, tradition, and are very important, and they have a difference in it which can be visibly seen in Indian culture.